first episode on the channel, and we are here, guys. I've been wanting to do this for a long time. I've been wanting to do this since I had a podcast. I had a podcast called Crosstown Rivals with one of my boys, and I wanted to convert it to video. We never got the opportunity to do that. We both got busy, but now we're here, and I can do this. I can do this with you guys. Sports. Do a little bit of football, a little bit of basketball, and we had a crazy ass day today when it comes to sports, when it came to the football in general, the playoffs. We all been waiting for the playoffs, and it's finally here, and it's been crazy weekend. But today in general, y'all, I think that was one of the craziest days in football history. From the first game, from the Bucks playing the and the freaking Kansas City. That Kansas City Bills game was crazy. So we're gonna get into that too. I'm a little parched. Don't judge me. We're gonna drink this ice. Honestly, delicious. But not really. Honestly, so these bitches low-key kind of sweet for me. I kind of want to try something different. My taste buds and a little out there lately. So I tried something different with this. I haven't had one of these in a long time, so I thought maybe we'll switch it up. Nope, bitch is still too sweet for me. Not, and I have a sweet tooth, y'all. Super sweet tooth, but not these bitches. Not them. So I got a statement to make. I don't know who listening. I don't know who needs to hear this. You listening? But I'm going to say this was the best game of the year. One of the best playoff games I've ever witnessed. My eyes was glued to the screen the whole time. I was trying to make my notes when this game is coming on. And the game that I am talking about is the Kansas City versus the Bills. That game was so freaking good, bro, from start to finish. Now, don't get me wrong, the Bucks Rams game was fucking fire as hell. I liked every minute of it. It was action packed. That second half, that first half, not so much. It was an ass whooping. Stone Cold's in there kicking ass, giving stunners. The Rock was in there giving rock bottoms, all that. So it was good, but this cheese, and this Bills. That was the game, and I feel like that was the game of the year. I didn't think that the Tom performance and Matthew Stafford performance and just that game's intensity was going to be topped. But it was. They topped it. They definitely topped it. And they did it with grace. It was just that last couple of minutes of that game. Masterful. That's what we call a masterpiece of just we gonna get a masterpiece.
So with all that being said, Skip, I got the Rams winning a very close ball game. I believe it's going to be high scoring. And I'm going to say their Pro Bowl kicker walks it off. I'm going to go 30-27 Rams in an upset.
Tom Brady almost pulled off Tom Brady type things, y'all. Tom Brady's comeback comes up short as Matt Stafford makes a throw that we all know Jared Goff never could make in his whole Rams career, which is why they never really amount to nothing and only scored 3 points in the Super Bowl. After going up 27-3, the Rams kicked the game-winning field goal that was set up by a long pass from Matthew Stafford to Cooper Kupp. Tom Brady almost made a comeback very similar to his notorious different comebacks throughout his 21-year GOAT campaign, falling down, like I told y'all, 27-3, and then tying the game with 42 seconds left, and the Rams only had one timeout left. Stafford threw two beautiful passes to Cooper Kupp, one leading to the game deciding field goal as time expired. We once again have Antonio Brown being petty about this loss. So I guess the world is normal again. Ain't nothing changed. Antonio Brown just being Antonio Brown. You gotta love it. You gotta love it. Matthew Stafford threw 38 passes, completing 28 for 366 yards and two touchdowns. Cooper Kupp was excellent, once again catching 9 passes for 183 yards and averaging 20.3 yards per catch and 1 TD. And this game was freaking crazy, y'all. It was like, honestly, it kind of gave me the Falcons versus Tom Brady in the Super Bowl, because I saw the score and I was like, man, it would be crazy if Tom Brady came back from this and won. It would be just like the Super Bowl. So I'm just sitting there watching it and I'm like, okay, they score. Okay, they score. My God, they score again, and he ties it up with 42 seconds. It was like the typical freaking Tom Brady story, y'all. Like, it's kind of crazy to me that's what nearly took place. He almost really kind of came back and took it home, but like I said, Matthew Stafford made plays that Jared Goff never could. He has an arm that Jared Goff never had. So when Cooper Kupp is running them excellent ass routes and he's making those moves and doing those things to get himself open, and he's finding them. He's finding them each time, and we saw that in the last 42 seconds of this game, that he found them those two plays, and that's what set them up to be in field goal range, because he found them. And then you got my boy Odell Beckham. Now, he showed y'all he was not washed. Odell has never been washed. Circus Odell is back. LA Odell is here. The man was born with hands of gold. He can catch anything, anywhere, and he showed that today. He made some big pivotal plays in the first and some big catches. Like it was one when Matthew Stafford was throwing him the ball, and he kept it himself inbound, made the catch. I was like, bro, what? Y'all can never call Odell Wash. He just had a sorry ass QB. It ain't nothing you can do about that. He just has somebody who was not trained enough to get him the ball. Odell is a freaking beast, y'all. That's what y'all need to realize. And I think he put the world on notice, and he has been putting the world on notice while wearing this Rams uniform. There's no denying that Tom Brady is a GOAT. I don't know who else you could say. My favorite player is Peyton Manning, but honestly, I can even say that Peyton Manning is not the GOAT compared to Tom Brady. Tom Brady has just threw the most passing yards he ever had in his career in year 21 at the age of 44. He just threw 5,316 passing yards with 45 touchdowns. He was the first quarterback in NFL history to reach 700 career passing touchdowns. He set the regular season all-time passing record, eclipsed 5,000 passing yards for the second time in his career, and broke NFL season record for completions. And this is at 44. 44. So it's really no debating. He won't win MVP. It'll probably go to Aaron Rodgers. But year 21, Tom Brady still doing it. People are thinking, oh, he might retire. People are saying that. I don't see that happening. I see Tom Brady playing for at least 1 or 2 more years because look at how well he's playing. Look at how much fun he's having while playing. Tom Brady ain't going nowhere, y'all. And he had a great season. Came up short, but it wasn't because of him. He literally brought them back down. What was it, 27-3, and he came back like Tom Brady was doing Tom Brady things. He was doing goat things, and he almost, came back. Almost got that victory. And we have Justin Herbert taking his anger out on little kids by dunking on them. That Bengals O line had Joe Barrow looking like fucking that security guard, that fake security guard. I don't know his name, but y'all know who I'm talking about. If anybody can direct me to the Bengals O line, how do you let your quarterback be sacked 9 times? Like, I don't know if that's a record or not. Probably not, but still, in this day and age, how do you let your quarterback get sacked 9 times? I ain't gonna lie, I'm kind of thirsty right now. I can go for like that McDonald's high C, you know. I ain't gonna lie, when they took that away for that couple years they did, it broke my heart. The high C was delicious. How do you take high C away? Especially that kind. You could took away some of that nasty shit. Take Diet Coke. I drink that shit. But people who want to act like they on a diet, but they not, order the whole menu and then order a Diet Coke. Like that's gonna justify the menu. Just gonna justify what you just ordered. I don't know if y'all in the WWE, but I am. I stopped for a minute, but I'm back on it. I guess you say I stopped for like 10 years, but it don't matter. Attitude Era was where it's at. But yes, WWE 2K 22 is coming out pretty soon. I think it's in March. I'm not sure the exact date, but the game looked fire. I don't know. I'm pretty sure a lot of y'all played Here Comes the Pain, all the old SmackDown games. So they bringing back my GM. I don't know if y'all know about my GM, but my GM warms my soul, warms my heart. I get to play as a GM and I get to run things from top to bottom. And something that I think is pretty dope that they putting in this year is the fact that you start off literally from the bottom. You're supposed to start running at, wrestling shows at high school gyms and stuff like that, and then work your way up to maybe like an NXT or the WWE. So I think that's pretty dope. I think that's pretty cool. I think that's a pretty dope concept, overall. So I just wanted to say that. I don't know if y'all into stuff like that, but I am. So y'all gonna hear it. So, hey. I think one of the main things I am gonna like though about the fact that the Bucks did lose is the look on Skip Bayless's face. Tomorrow undisputed. He already stressed out. He done tweeted a picture of himself stressed out. As you see, it will be up. And this is hilarious. I gotta agree with Shannon here, y'all. We are blessed. We will be blessed with this. We got Mahomes, Allen, Burrow, and Herbert for years. They are all young. They are all prime. Like, we are blessed, y'all. Us football fans, we are blessed. And I can't wait to see this because I feel like I've been telling people that I feel like Mahomes, Allen, or Burr, or Mahomes, Herbert or freaking Burrow. All this could be freaking like Peyton Manning, Tom Brady, all over again. All this all over again. That's what I got to live through. I'm trying to live through that again because these are four talented freaking quarterbacks. And we get to witness this for at least the next 10 to 15 years. Every time Josh Allen thought he had the game won, this is what happened.
Hold on a minute, player. Hold on a minute, player.
Josh Allen did everything that he possibly could to win this game. It wasn't his fault that they lost. The defense just couldn't hold up. They ended up bargain. He did what he could. That man was throwing his ass off. I thought that they were actually going to win because, bro, the way that they were slanging the freaking ball. My God, my brain was just like, bro, I was on the edge of my seat because I am, I guess you could say, a Kansas City's fan for the simple fact that I'm a Patrick Mahomes fan. You know, I wouldn't say I'm a Kansas City Chief like through and through. I just love Patrick Mahomes. That's my favorite player. But Josh Allen played his ass off, y'all. He really did. He threw 37 passes, completing 27 of them for 329 yards, 4 touchdowns, 11 carries for 68 yards. Now, the thing was, a lot of those runs were on big third down plays that extended the game further. And he made throws on big third down plays that extended the game further. Like, Josh tried, y'all. He played his ass off. He deserved it. And his defense just couldn't hold up their end of the bargain. Like, he really thought he won too. That's what really kind of like kind of broke my heart a little bit on when it came to him because he really thought they won. He was cheering. He was excited. Y'all saw the look on his face. Y'all saw the expression. He was like, yeah. Like, was cheering, was happy, was hugging people, was about to start crying. And then he did not see the field again. Stephon Diggs was a no-show. I think he had like 3 catches for like 7 yards. Like, where were you, Diggs? Where were you when they needed you? Where are you now that I need you? On some Justin Bieber shit. Like, where were you? But at least one receiver did show up for him. Gabriel Davis became the first player with 4 touchdown receptions in a playoff game, going off for 201 yards on 8 receptions. Meaning half of his receptions tonight was for touchdowns. And he played great. And he really almost won them the game because remember how I was talking about how Cooper Kupp was getting open in the Bucks game. This man was similarly getting open in this game in the last couple of minutes. Like, this is crazy. Like, I don't think y'all get how crazy the last 2 minutes actually was if you did not watch this game. Like, insane. You know what happened. Patrick Baby Goat Mahomes strikes once again and crushes everybody's heart. Y'all know if y'all give this man enough time, he's just like Brady. If you give him enough time, this is why he's Baby Goat. If you give him enough time to make a play, he will make the play. And that's exactly what he did. This game was freaking crazy, man. Patrick Mahomes threw the ball 44 times, completing 33 of his passes for 378 yards, 3 touchdowns, and 7 carries for 69 yards, and also another touchdown. But like I was saying earlier, a lot of his runs were on third down also, just like Josh Allen's was. So that's something that I also loved and respected about what Patrick Mahomes was doing. He was doing whatever it took to win the game, just like Josh Allen was. They were going back to back. They was going. They did not care. They both wanted this game, and I was so reminiscent. I loved it. It just was so reminiscent of like some Tom Brady, Peyton Manning stuff. So, and this is how I'm saying this game is so crazy. There was 25 combined points in the last 2 minutes of the fourth quarter. 25 between the two teams. And Patrick Mahomes threw for over 177 yards after the 2 minute warning. Remind you guys, he threw for 378 yards. 107. So that was what he had 201 yards before the 2 minute warning. By the end of the game, he had 378 due to his ability to be baby goat. His baby goat, y'all. I've been telling y'all this. He is the goat, the baby goat. And his teammates showed up. Of course, Kelsey was being Kelsey. He had 8 receptions for 96 yards. But I want to talk about this disrespectful ass motherfucker named Tyreek Hill. He went for 11 catches and 150 yards, including a huge TD in the fourth quarter when the game was going back and forth. And I just want to talk about how this man really went and threw up this peace sign as he's running past this man, because he knows this man can't catch him. There's nothing that this man can physically do to catch Tyreek Hill. He's a savage for that. He is definitely a savage. And this was a good ass game. This was a good ass weekend of sports. I just want to know. I don't know if next week can top it, but if it can, I am all for it. And I will be back to give y'all my thoughts on everything. Yeah, because I'm here, guys. I'm here to be y'all friends. I want to hear y'all opinions. I want to hear these things because I just don't want to give just my thoughts. Y'all gonna hear my thoughts. I wanna hear y'all too. You hear y'all too. So yeah, it's pretty cool. Pretty good weekend of sports. Let's hope the week treats us good. Also, when it comes to any sport, any game, football, basketball, anything, we want some good sports, and we deserve it as a people. The Los Angeles Lakers has lost again. I feel like what's new in the life of a Laker fan this season? It's been going on all damn year, but I guess they're trying to change some things up. So they have offered a trade package to the Detroit Pistons for Jeremy Graham. This trade package consists of the 2027 pick, Taylor Horton Tucker, and Kendrick Nunn. This is basically the best that the Lakers can do with an offer. We really can't offer too much. We traded all our draft picks for AD, which I still think was a good move because it won us a championship, even though people want to be haters talking about, oh, we traded our youth. Nah, we did what we had to do, and it got us a ring. So I'm cool on that. But this is the best we can offer. Will it be enough to get Jeremy Grant? Probably not. I don't see it happening, but the Lakers are trying. So I guess that's something. And it's, the 2027 pick is the first pick that we have available that we can trade. So if you guys don't know Jeremy Grant, he's 6'8", power forward, like small forward kind of like combo, I guess you could say forward. He only played about 24 games this season. The Pistons played about 45, 46 games. He averaged about 20.1 points, shooting about 41.4% from the field, 33.1 from the three, which is, I feel like something we will need out of Jeremy Grant if we were going to do this deal is we need that 3-point shooting to go up, which it probably would because you guys gotta think he was the number one option on that Detroit Piston team. He's not probably anymore if he was to come back. They're trying to get the keys to Cade, but you know, I feel like that 3-point percentage will go up if you have defenses focusing on AD and LeBron. And that versatility that Jeremy Grant brings to the Lakers with his size, with his length, being able to play multiple positions and defend the wing, which is something we need. He can defend the interior a little bit enough that we need because we got AD behind him. And I'm hoping AD want to be AD again. But Taylor Horton Tucker really hasn't played that well this season. We all thought that he was going to take that step up. We didn't get Kyle Lowry last season because we was like, nah, THT that guy. He going to be that man. He going to be that one. And he ain't been nothing. THT has been pure garbo, pure trash. What has THT done for us lately? Nothing. He had like 2-3 good games where he was actually showing like his potential, and then I don't know what happened. That wall came, boom. People saying, "Oh, he's playing a little better now." Nah, fuck that. Fuck THT. Get rid of his ass if we got to at this point. But THT is averaging 10.6 points, 41.8% shooting, and 24.7% from three. We need you to hit threes, bruh. Your main focus in this all season should have been you shooting the ball. You already had the inside driving the lanes and all that because of your length. You're 6'4" with like a 7'1" wingspan, bro. You get to the rim at will basically with your length. You're able to finish at the rim great because of your length. But you should have been focusing on that shooting too, bruh. You should have knew them passes from LeBron was coming. You should have knew them passes from Westbrook was coming. But clearly, you did not do that at all. What did you work on, sir? You put out all them videos of you shooting with the lethal shooter. I think that's who you was training with or something. What happened? What was all that training for? It didn't do shit. Kendrick Nunn, he hasn't played for us yet, but with Miami, he was able to average 14.6 points, 48.5% shooting, and 38.1% from the three, which is pretty solid, and which is something we need. I always liked Kendrick Nunn from the jump because I liked what he did against us in the finals. I liked what he did against everybody when he actually got playing time. When he was on the Heat, he played solid. He's a lefty. He can shoot mid range. He can shoot the three, which is what we need as a Lakers squad. And then he, okay, defensively, he cool, I guess you could say. He's more like somebody that you will want to play the passing lanes. He's not no one-on-one defender that's going to shut down the Stephs, the Dames, and the players like that of this league. Nah, he's scoring their ass though. He's scoring their ass though. He's 6'2". He's scoring their ass though. Combo guard. He got that going for him. So yeah, how about that? Now Lakers lose in Miami again. I don't know what we can really say about the Lakers. They've been playing like trash all year. They lost 113-107. It just didn't make sense. Even on the last play of the game, you turn the ball over. It's hard being a Laker fan right now, guys, because they just play with no heart. There's no determination, no nothing, no defense, and I feel like it's everybody's fault. It's not just Frank Vogel's fault, but Frank Vogel plays a part. I'm going to say that Frank Vogel plays a huge part. When I say Frank Vogel plays a huge part, it's because his rotations are garbage. And the adjustments that he makes sometimes make zero to no sense. Like, you would think he would make certain rotations. Like, it should never took him this long to play Dwight. And then sometimes he don't even give Dwight the minutes that he should give Dwight. He used to be wanting to play DeAndre Jordan minutes. He should have gave Dwight. He put, like, for example, when we had Rondo, and he would put rotations of Rondo and Westbrook together, knowing that would never work on any planet. That probably wouldn't even work in the G League. I don't even know if that would work against a high school or middle school squad. Because what? No. You just gonna crowd the paint against them because they both can't shoot to save their lives. If I was going to die, and the person that was going to shoot me told me I had a chance to survive, but Westbrook or Rondo had to shoot the three for me to survive, I'm just gonna kill myself right there. I'm just gonna be like, hey sir, just shoot me now. Because his rotations confuse me. And even his rotations now just don't make sense. Like, when it comes to Frank Vogel, and it's just he can't get these guys to play right now. That's why I'm an advocate for both sides. I see both sides of why people say keep Frank Vogel, and I see why people say don't keep Frank Vogel. I feel like we are still on this high of how he got us a championship in the bubble, so he should not be prosecuted or fired by this Laker organization. But he should. But at the same time, I see why people say he shouldn't, because there's no viable replacements. There's no replacements worth actually firing him. Like, it wouldn't be worth it. I'm not putting David Fitzgerald nowhere near coaching this team. Mm-mm. David Fitzgerald's trash. Yeah, you saw his coaching and what he did with his coaching when he was coaching us. It was horrible. We was getting our ass beat left and right, like, by everybody, blowouts. We would get up in a game. You like, all right, it's cool, and get our ass smacked by 25 points. At least with Vogel, we'll get up and then get smacked by like 10 points. Not the whole 25, like when my boy Dave was over there coaching, and people was really like wanting him to coach too. Like, people was really thinking like, oh, he has a relationship with LeBron. Nah, LeBron at fault too, because he a part of the front office. I don't care what nobody says. He a part of the front office, so LeBron is at fault for these decisions. But if y'all let me know if y'all think Frank Vogel should be fired. I am 50-50. I see why he should, and I see why he shouldn't. I'm more on the side he shouldn't, only because there's no viable options if we were to fire him. And I'm also on the side of do anyways, because they aren't playing for him. So I see the don'ts and I see the do's, but I'm 50-50. Now, honestly, if I'm gonna be honest, I'm 65-35 of fire him and don't. Fire him is the 65. If y'all don't understand that, we let Duncan Robinson go off for 25 points, 6 threes, 6. Duncan Robinson. I mean, I get he's a shooter, but like, come on, y'all. Did y'all play with like any type of heart? Do y'all know what heart is? Has heart ever been a part of y'all bodies? Like, come on. Come on. I get and this is something that also frustrated me. Um y'all tried to turn it up in the fourth quarter. So how y'all should have played the whole game. Y'all tried to turn it up in the fourth quarter. Y'all scored 37 fourth quarter points and we still lose. Usually if somebody's scoring 37 points in a quarter, good things should happen. But not in our case. LeBron has 33. Westbrook played decent, but Westbrook is Westbrook, and he's always going to be Westbrook. But with that being said, let's transition to something that has to do with Westbrook and trade rumors. Westbrook for John Wall is an option on the table that the Rockets are hoping that the Lakers will take. What they want from the Lakers is draft compensation. So that 2027 pick that I talked about earlier that could be going elsewhere in a grant trade is a very selfish stat driven type of player. All that he cares about is a triple double. He wants the triple double. He doesn't really care about the win. He wants to glorify the stat that he got from the triple double. But he doesn't realize the 9-10 turnovers that he just did. If he didn't do maybe four of them, we could have won that game. But I will say this: he has played better with not turning the ball over. That's about it. Not turning the ball over. Everything else, he's still Westbrook being Westbrook, doing the same shit that Westbrook does, which is trash. He does nothing. He does nothing. Brick shots all game, brick after brick after brick. If I could collect the bricks that he has, I would build a house. I would build my man cave that I want. If I could take the bricks that Westbrook does a game and use them, I'd have my man cave decked out the way I want it, laid out brick by brick. He hasn't turned the ball over a lot lately. I will say that he hasn't. I just don't see the Lakers justifying doing this. It just wouldn't make sense to me. I would not give up a draft pick just to get the same player. It basically John Wall, and John Wall ain't played in like a season if you really think about it, because he hasn't played this whole season. And if I remember correctly, they start shutting him down towards the end of last season because they were trying to lose. So John Wall ain't played in a long time. And I know y'all seen that video of John Wall practicing the other day. If y'all haven't, I'm gonna try to find it and post it up here so y'all can see it. John Wall ain't John Wall no more. And the first time this trade happened, it didn't work. So it would be no point in doing this trade again. I get we want to get off of Westbrook so bad as an organization because he is a cancer. He's toxic. We can finally say that Westbrook is a toxic player. All right, we're going to do some little quick fire, a little rapid kind of things that went on in the NBA today. Little bit some news stories. I won't go into details with it too much, but if it happened and it's pretty cool, I'm gonna talk about it. Jason Tatum finally breaks out of that shooting slump. That man could not hit a three to save his life for the past couple of weeks, and he finally ended that slump. He had 31.7 rebounds, shooting 79%, 6 of 7 from 3 at halftime. He ended up finishing the game with 51 points, 10 rebounds, 7 assists, and 9 of 14 from 3. And he only played 33 minutes because it was a blowout. They ended up whipping the Wizards' ass 116 to 87. Bill led the Wizards with 19 points and 7 assists. He also made a statement before the game. Might have been the day before. And he said, we're going in the right direction, but we still need improvements. So basically, that lets me know Bill is a free agent. Well, has a chance to be a free agent at the end of the season. He will opt out. So we will see what he does. He knows the team is built around him. He has the love of being in Washington, so we'll see what happens. Damian Lillard will take his time to return. He has been out with an abdominal injury. He said if the Blazers aren't pushing for the playoffs, it is no point in him playing, basically. He said the injury has been bothering him for years. He said he first felt the discomfort during training camp in 2015. So he's been ignoring it for a long time. What about like 7 years now? He said the abdominal tightness and pain will come and go, but got more persistent as the years went along. Lillard said conversation at the Olympics with Drew Holiday, who had a similar injury, helped him decide that surgery was the answer.
Let our guys off the hook with that one.
Embiid goes back into the mid-range. Great pass to Korkmaz. And that's exactly why you were wondering what he was doing out at the three-point line, right?
Yeah. Happy that our guys got a shot up there. Look at that pass from Embiid.
Wow, that's first class.
Alex Caruso was out 6 to 8 weeks after Grayson Allen's dirty play. I'm gonna have it playing so you guys can see exactly what happened. Chicago Bulls guard Alex Caruso has suffered a fractured right wrist and will likely need surgery. The injury occurred after a fall following a flagrant foul from Milwaukee's Grayson Allen on Friday night. Bulls have expressed public and private outrage to the league on Grayson Allen's flagrant foul on Friday night, coupled with his personal history of plays considered to be dirty. Grayson Allen has been dirty his whole life, his whole career. The motherfucker came out the womb fucking dirty bastard. He's always done stuff like this. He's done stuff like this in college. We've seen it. He's done stuff like this in the NBA. So why we're not even surprised. Chicago head coach Billy Donovan had strong words about the play and about Allen. After the game, it was really, really bad, he began. It was really bad. We lost Patrick Williams on a flagrant foul and pretty significant injury. I said this after the game that New York's Mitchell Robinson was trying to make a legit play on that basketball. For Alex to be in the air and for him to take him down like that, he could have ended his career. He has a history of doing this. That to me was really dangerous. I hope the league takes a hard look at something like that because that could have really, really seriously hurt him. He's dealing with his wrist right now. I don't know the extent of his wrist, but just being there, it's really dangerous to go after somebody like that. I personally thought that it wasn't good. It was not good for it to even be to the extent of a flagrant two and to be thrown out of a game. Clearly, the officials must have felt there was some intent there. The way that he yanked him and snapped him to the floor, his head bounced off the floor. Really, really dangerous play. Alex Caruso was asked if Grayson Allen checked on him or asked him anything, came over at all. He said no. Alex Caruso was pissed. He was interviewed and he said it was bullshit. What he did was bullshit, and we now know he's out 6 to 8 weeks. So that's even more bullshit. And then Grayson Allen was suspended by the NBA for one game. I don't think one game justifies what he did. I think he definitely should have been suspended longer, but who am I to say? But he definitely should have been suspended longer. Grayson Allen has a just based off his history alone, he should have been suspended longer.
Didn't really know what happened, during the play, but afterwards looking at it, dude just grabbed me out of there. Kind of bull. I don't know what else you can do about it. Just glad that I didn't have any, any major scary injuries right away.
Thank you guys for coming. This will be all for the show today. I want to kind of do these a couple times a week. Um, if I can't do that, then weekly at least. But the goal is a couple times a week. Get this off the ground, get this going. Um, like, comment, subscribe, get your boy some followers. Um, if you're into true crime, I also have a true crime YouTube called KC the Ripper. KCTHERIPPER. Follow that one too. But yeah, I'll see you guys later. I love you all. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be fun.